Hi everyone, today I am giving you a little teaching about the similarities between life force, energy orgasms, and Kundalini energy or Kundalini awakening. Right. So let's start with life force. What is life force? Life force is life. Life. It is, you can say it's life. As long as we are alive, or anything that is alive has life force in it. In fact, I actually see everything, absolutely everything, like water, rocks, the wind, that that intelligence that flows through everything and creates it into what it is. That intelligence, that is life force. Okay. So this intelligence of life is in us, in this body. This is who we truly are, is actually life force, which doesn't have a name specifically. It's got a universal name, life force. So life force is in this body. This body is called a name. It's got a personality. But the true essence of who we are or what we are is life itself. In essence, we are life itself, that which is separate from the personality. When this life exits the body disintegrates. It ceases to exist. Right. So life force is life, the intelligence that is in everything. And I like calling it life source, because life force sometimes sounds so forceful. I like calling it life source. Now, energy orgasms. So now we become more personal. Energy orgasms is something that happens in your body. Now, again, the word orgasm can totally be confusing. So specifically to people that have never felt an energy orgasm, if you hear energy orgasm and you think, oh, I want one of those, the word orgasm can distract you and think that this is a highly sexual experience and draw you into a lot of awareness into the genitals, because that's where we know orgasm initially. Now, I like to actually call this gasms, like an awareness gasm. And people that have felt energy gasms say that they are much better than your ordinary orgasm, for the reason that it lasts much longer and it's right through the body. You can compare it to either having that gasm experience only in the root chakra versus absolutely everywhere in the body. It's a very blissful, very joyful experience. And people that have experienced say yes, it, it, it is an orgasm, but it's so much better. It's like a spiritual orgasm. So energy orgasms, I see them as a powerful link towards Kundalini awakening. So coming back to gasm, there's a whole explanation about, understanding what happens when you have a root chakra orgasm is, a lot of awareness and physical awareness gets brought to the root chakra until there's like that implosion or complete surrender to the physical sensation, and one basically like implodes and loses yourself into this awareness of the universal life source, which is inside one. Okay, I say it's a God realization. Now, this gasm can be felt anywhere in the body. We can bring awareness to any part of the body, pay more attention to awareness until an awareness explosion, gasm, explosion into self, into the physical self happens. Okay? And you have like what we would then qualify as an energy orgasm. Okay, so these energy gasms can happen anywhere in the body. They can maybe travel through a certain part of the body, shoot down to the feet. People so often feel it in certain parts of their bodies, depending on your specifically makeup and maybe even blocks to feeling that you might have in your body. So certain people will feel tingling in their hands, tingling in their feet, or feel tingling up their spine. Those are all what I call energy gasms, energy orgasms. So it is the internal awareness, the very physical awareness of the life source inside oneself that is being fired, being fired. And this is a very good practice, specifically for you as lovers, to hold that space for each other, to really do that deep internal meditation. We do bring in pleasure. Pleasure opens oneself to a deeper experience of the sensation. So these energy gasms really, what they are doing is they are starting to open up all the energy centers in the body. And it's a very good practice because you are starting to wake up the awareness. We can start with the parts where you feel it, where you do feel your orgasm shooting through or your pleasure shooting through. And we are starting to align the body to this universal life source inside itself. Right. Now, if you start practicing, if you can feel your orgasm in a certain area of your body, wherever who you are and where you feel it, now you know what you are doing to go that deep into awareness into the body, and that's great. And you can start bringing this into the entire body and on a regular basis, basically activate, awaken, clear, feel, light up the whole body. I like seeing it like putting on all the lights inside the body. When I work with a client, I sense these lights of awareness going on inside the person. These like lights of awareness. Breathe, breathe, feel, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up to the inner sensation of life source inside. Now, next level. Next level is Kundalini awakening. Now, Kundalini awakening can be so confusing to many because people often get incredibly technical about it. And there is a lot of fantastic and useful scholarly writings about Kundalini awakening. We can also keep it simple. Once you feel Kundalini awakening and you go and look at the texts, then now the texts make sense. But trying to get a Kundalini awakening by looking at the texts, very difficult because it's such a physical and personal experience. So a Kundalini awakening, we have had this introduction of understanding life force, then the gasms of awareness in the body. Now, Kundalini awakening happens when all the energy centers in the body have been activated, lit up. And you can almost see it like electricity. This electricity, this like you light up from the inside of this inner awareness to the universal life source, which is flowing through everything. Now all the lights are on and it blasts through the body. And it sounds wonderful to have a Kundalini awakening, and you want a Kundalini awakening because it brings all this consciousness. awareness, touching the river of the universal intelligence right here through our body. The body becomes the access point to tap into this internet of wisdom, which is so much bigger than ourselves. And the thing is, it's really fucking big. It's big. It's magnificent. It is heaven coming to earth through us. And it's big. And that's why Kundalini awakenings can be a bit hectic when it just blasts in one go. It's too much for the consciousness. Massive ego deaths and stuff, you know. So sometimes with the Kundalini awakening, we have these moments where all the lights are on. Consciousness is blasting through. It's like a curtain opens. You have a glimpse of God, basically. Feel. And it's hectic. It is hectic. It is so magnificent. It is hectic. So when we just blast open in one go, it can be too much. We're so accustomed to our suffering. It's such a safety, like a net that holds us, and of how we operate in the world. And suddenly, if that safety net of our trauma and our little trauma responses, this is what I'm feeling at the moment, is like my little safety net of trauma is being like shaken loose, and I'm like, whoa, my word, how can I handle so much bliss in one time? So let me try and keep it simple. Kundalini awakening is hectic blast of consciousness that comes through the body. We can tap into this river, like dip our toes into this river of consciousness slowly. Or we can even make an agreement when we do this work, to say, it's okay if I go in slow. If I haven't had a Kundalini awakening and I desperately want one, don't desire the blast, because it might just blast you out the water. Desire the gentle wading in, the gentle trickle to come into the body, like a gentle trickle of water that starts flowing through the body. Invite that in. Do the simple practices. Feel Kundalini awakening is hectic and it's beautiful. What else do we need to say about Kundalini awakening? We can also take away the name. You don't have to call it Kundalini awakening. You can just call it being reborn, or bringing heaven to earth through us. So it doesn't only have to be in that one box, like such a scholarly box, Kundalini awakening. It's like inner awakening, inner awareness, alignment. Please ask me questions. I would love to answer more specific questions if you have any. And I love you, and sending you blessings on your awakening journey. I love you.